We're talking about Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. The purpose of this video is to express one simple thing to you guys and to really drive it home, and it's that Lemurian Quartz, Diamantina in particular, is the sexiest and slickest, most confident energy out of any of the crystals that you will ever work with. Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Nathan, and I make videos that have to do with metaphysical stuff, manifestation, and overall happiness, kind of joining these topics together. Now, something that a lot of you guys know, but some of you might not know, is I absolutely love crystals so much. And this is something that I spent a lot of time talking about for a while, and then I kind of took a break from, but recently I've really been feeling it so much and stepping back into this version of myself, and it really just feels like home. So in this video, I wanted to be kind of more nonchalant in the discussion, and I'm just gonna tell you right now exactly what we're talking about in this video. We're talking about Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. The purpose of this video is to express one simple thing to you guys and to really drive it home, and it's that Lemurian Quartz, Diamantina in particular, is the sexiest and slickest, most confident energy out of any of the crystals that you will ever work with. And that's 100% what this video is about. So I've actually got my whole special collection here that I've been collecting Diamantina Lemurian Quartz for a whole year now since I came to Mount Shasta. So I'm gonna show you guys a whole bunch of different pieces that I have that I think you're really gonna like. And I'm gonna talk about the energy and stuff like this. So it's kind of just a fun video. I wanted to give myself a break from a lot of the work stuff that I've been doing and just simply hang out with my friends here and talk about my favorite stuff to talk about. And that's Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. So firstly, this is Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. I gotta make it so it stops focusing on my face here. So this is a particularly big piece. They don't usually come in this size, which is why this is part of my personal collection. But the thing about these is that when I'm walking around and I'm holding it in my left hand is how I like to work with this energy. It's a very simple, practical explanation for what happens to me every single time I'm tuning in this way. When I hold it in my left hand and I'm walking, I'm like an antenna that is branched up to my fifth dimensional self, and I start channeling energy in. Now I start talking incredibly fluidly. I start vibing with this really intense kind of confidence that you guys, I think you could probably feel right now in video in comparison to some of my others. And this is what happens to me when I'm holding my Diamantina Lemurian Quartz in my left hand. So I know a lot of you guys, you've worked with Diamantina Lemurian Quartz too, and you've been around for some of my other videos, and you were probably inspired to check it out. So I'm curious if you guys feel this too, that when you're holding it in your receiving energy hand, you receive this fifth dimensional energy. So I've got a video actually where I talk about the top 10 Lemurian Quartz benefits. I've actually got all kinds of different videos on there, how to actually activate the information that's within them. And I'm gonna tag those videos below in case you guys are curious. So this is the first thing I wanted to talk about, holding it in my left hand. I am able to really channel some serious energy with this. And recently, like I said, I've been getting back into crystals, and this is what I've been doing. And it is insane how quickly my life begins to shift. It is absolutely my favorite one for manifestation as well, because when you're channeling that energy from the fifth dimensional self, you start giving yourself more confident permission. You start normalizing the way it feels to be in alignment with the certain goals and things that you're walking towards, right? I've got a whole manifestation set list that's coming out right now on YouTube, so if you like manifestation, highly recommend that you subscribe for that too. But this video could definitely be one that I stick in this playlist, because if you resonate with metaphysics, tools, if you know how to connect and listen to the nature around you, then it's highly likely that this energy is going to be super transformational for you the same way that it is for me. Now, this is the next thing that I wanted to mention about Diamantina Lemurian Quartz that blows my mind. You could probably see my little puppy running around. This is Lightning. He loves to be part of the videos and follows me everywhere. Now, when I hold it in my right hand, the shift is absolutely unfounded in terms of what happens in my reality personally. I go from receiving this information from my fifth dimensional self and receiving all these downloads and activations. Okay, this is how I activate the energy and receive it. When I'm holding it in the right hand, I am now expanding my intention And it helps me to unify and align my mind and my heart. So this is something that I've been talking about a lot here recently. And I want to touch on this a little bit for anybody that's going to resonate and follow this video, but maybe missed that one. And for you guys who heard this, don't worry, I'll be quick about it. A lot of times your mind has an idea of something that it wants to do, right? This is kind of like your mind's intention. And your heart might feel kind of more drawn towards something else. So a lot of times we're moving towards what we think we want, but in our heart, it's not really in alignment with ourselves. And what happens is it creates this disunification, and it creates lots of obstacles and issues in your path to what it is that you're going for. It's a very simple way of putting it. Now, when your mind and your heart are actually aligned, when they're actually aligned and they're both on the same page, which, believe it or not, it's actually a lot more complicated in this day and age than you might think. When they're actually aligned, this activates what's called outer intention, and you become literally a manifestation god. It's very, very powerful, and it's extremely intense. You'll find that you don't have obstacles anymore because everything around you isn't even an obstacle. And it's not just a perceptual shift, it's literally that everything that was once an obstacle is now being used on your path, and it's being used for you, not against you. And this is a very epic conversation, so I recommend subscribing for more manifestation videos and things about outer intention as well. So this is what, when I'm holding it in my right hand, I'm able to give myself more permission and to feel this energy. So let's go ahead and shift now and talk about the energy of the diamantine, the Lemurian quartz. Okay, as I'm doing this, I'm just intuitively switching it to my left hand. I have such a funny connection to these. I actually have a lot of past lives in ancient Lemuria, and I was the crystal priest there from one of my memories. And I actually have a video that I have tagged below for you guys about that one too, if you want to check that out. It's a pretty interesting video, talks a lot about the prophecy stuff. If you've ever read any of those books or heard people talk about it, it's pretty cool. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that in this one. But like I said, let's just kind of focus in on the actual energy here. The energy is so slick and sexy, and like it's got this smooth flow to it. All right, so here's the thing about energy. When you're out in the forest, for example, it has a certain vibe to it. There's a certain way that you feel. There's a certain shift in your person, right? When you're in the big city, it feels a certain way. When you're in the desert, it feels a certain way. All these different locations house different energies and different kind of ley lines that are under the earth, actually. Not under the earth, under the ground, which is part of the earth. And these ley lines flow certain activations and energy into us. Now, for most people in the three-dimensional reality, we do not think about this, we do not hone in on it, and we just don't really care. But for a lot of us that are into the spiritual energies and stuff, this is a big part of our experience personally here on Earth. I think you can probably relate to me on this, especially if you happen to be here resonating. So this is exactly what it's like to tap into different energies of crystals. You can carry this powerhouse, this generator of a certain vibration, and if you allow yourself to tune your attention to it, suddenly you are connected in a way that is really helping you to expand this energy in yourself. And this is where all the shifting and the transformation takes place. See, the truth about crystals, just to be totally frank with you, even though my name's Nathan, I'll be frank, the power is in you. Absolutely 100%, you know, no argument. The power is in you. You are the true power of crystals, and it's always been that way, and it always will be. But the thing is that the crystal is an extension of yourself. And when we give ourselves permission to tap into it, and we allow ourselves to connect with the energy like so many of us here just intuitively do, this is what activates all that intention, right? So the reason I like to talk about this as being the most slick, smooth, and sexiest of all the energies, which is the main message I wanted to just kind of drive home in this video. The main reason I wanted to say this is because that's the best thing about it to me, okay? I've got all kinds of things in my life that I do. You guys do too. We've got goals, we've got hobbies, we've got social things that go on. We've got all kinds of experimentation and figuring out who we are. But so much of us are kind of awkward in this certain kind of disalignment, disunification between the heart and the mind. And so we're kind of just off-kiltered, and a lot of us aren't really living our most genuine, authentic expression of ourselves. Now, my personal best recommendation for a crystal for that is Moldavite, playlist tag below. But when you unify the heart and the mind, and you feel smooth and slick and confident, and you're able to be someone that just flows, then it doesn't matter what stage of life you are in, You are flowing with it. You are using it. It is for you, not against you. It's not a battle anymore. Everything is just happening extremely perfectly, right? I just want to show you guys right now, I'm actually at one of my favorite parks. It's called the Headwaters of Sacramento, and it's here in Mount Shasta. So right now we're crossing this bridge with this river here. We're gonna be walking over there. You guys might hear some freeway sound for a second because the highway's just right over this path right here. So sorry for that bustle and all that, but I like moving. It's part of my flow, So that's the energy of these. Now, the number one thing that I like doing with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz is expanding myself and using that left hand versus right hand, which I already expressed to you guys. And that smooth, slick energy to me is absolutely my favorite in terms of the way that it feels, all right? This is gonna be something really strange, but think about when you are having sexual feelings towards someone or you're going into like a sexual experience, right? You might feel like really drawn to them energetically. You want to put your hands all over them and like be one with them, right? You want to get as close to the same place as possible. This, I can't believe I'm saying this on the internet. This is exactly how I feel about Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. It feels like I'm like feeling sexually drawn to it. Now, it's not like I want to like stick it in my butt or like touch it or anything, okay? Just blanket statement for all my friends out there. This is not what I'm saying. I swear, okay? Scout's honor. I've never tried to put this crystal in my butt. But I do feel this sexual stimulation from it, which is my life force and energy of creativity and passion and drive and my ability to create in this world and to expand more these artistic projects and everything that I am, the artist that I am, right? So this is why this is so extremely awesome for me, because when I'm with it, I tune into that energy, I start radiating it, and it literally drips off of me. It's in my sweat, it's in my tears, it's in my blood, it's in my smile, it's in my frown, okay? Though I don't frown very much when I'm really listening to the crystal, okay? That's a whole other topic, all about how to actually tap into your crystals and channel them. So I'm gonna tag that video below for you guys as well. All right. Man, this is awesome. It's been so long since I gave myself permission to just talk about what I want to talk about with my friends. Okay. So as you guys can probably imagine, when you're dripping off that energy, you become extremely magnetic to everybody around you, your charisma, everything. It's because your mind and your heart are aligned, and everybody feels like when you're tapped into this energy, what you'll notice if you're really working with this in your life and you're tuned into it, you might notice that you start attracting a lot more people. A lot more people want to be around you. Your projects are taking off in a much bigger way, right? And this is all for one simple reason: the unification of your mind and your heart. People might think it might be other stuff. They might want to try to be like you, right? They might want to try changing certain things about themselves and being like you so they can be that way as well. But what they're missing is that it's just an alignment between your mind and your heart. And this is what most of us are missing in our lives, and it's why we're attracted to it, okay? So that's just a side conversation. So what I'm doing right now, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around this camera. It's gonna be kind of jiggly here for a second, guys, while I just get this situated. I'm actually pulling out my whole collection here that I've been carrying around today, and I have just been going ham with this energy. So I'm gonna pull them all out of my pockets. I'm gonna show you guys some different pieces just because I really like it and I feel like it's fun to show you my collection. I used to make videos like this all the time where I was just genuinely showing all my pieces and stuff. Something else that I noticed carrying all these and talking about it is that I start to shake because the vibration and the energy, when you're really channeling it and tuning in, I was exaggerating it a little bit right there, to be honest, but maybe you can rewind a little bit and notice what I'm talking about. It's a vibration. The energy is so intense, my body is not adjusted to it yet because it's been so long since I did this. But I think a lot of you guys will notice now that I'm back in Mount Shasta and I'm working with my Diamantina Lemurian Quartz and my crystals again, you'll probably start to notice that my vibe just starts popping off the charts a lot more than it's been lately. And again, someone might say, like me, I'm saying it's because of my crystals. But what if really it's just because my mind and my heart are aligned and the crystals are helping me to do that? You see what I'm saying? So this one is super, super freaking awesome. Now, most of my personal collection that I've been keeping for myself throughout all the pieces I've collected, because I'm also a crystal seller, so these are the ones I kept for myself. Most of them are angel chimes and record keepers, okay? So the record keepers mean actually when it comes to Diamantino Lemurian Quartz, there's little tiny vague triangles. I'm not even gonna be able to show you in the camera because it has to be a certain angle. There's little triangles that end up on the face of it, right? And this is the imprint of the ancient Lemurians and them imprinting their technology on it, right? So this is how they actually would use their equipment to download certain information in there and pass it on to the next generations, right? So this is all about the activations and stuff. And this is one of the main reasons why it's one of my favorites. So like, check this one out. Freaking awesome, double terminated. Like, I love the way this one just rests on my palm like this. I can really channel the energy really well with that one. Then I've got this one here too. I like this one a lot because it's crystal clear. And the thing about me and my crystals that I love so much, Lightning gets super, super jealous. See, he tries to push the crystals out of my hands. He's just jealous. He really loves attention. But then again, don't we all? We're all just kind of trying to feel self-worthy at the end of the day, right? This one, like I said, this is the one I already showed you guys. This one's really freaking intense. My personal piece that I connect with, just so you guys know, I'm going to show you this one more. And then I'm going to tell you something that is really important when it comes to Diamantino Lemurian Quartz and being someone who can really feel into the energy. So I'm going to turn this around and then I'm going to hop back into the conversation now. So one of the most important things to realize about this is that when it comes to Diamantino Lemurian Quartz, more pieces does not equal better and more powerful energy. You want to be intimate with your piece. You want to pick a piece that is specifically calling to you and is really, really just singing to your soul. Because you carrying around that piece that you feel a particular connection to is actually going to amplify the power and make it way more powerful than you carrying around 20 pieces that you really like. One piece that you really channel all your energy into and it's an extension of yourself, it's your piece, you don't need any other pieces, it does everything you possibly need. That's the most powerful piece, guys. So, this being said, now that I'm gonna say this, probably a lot of this video is going to seem like it's a sales pitch all of a sudden. And again, I'm gonna be frank with you guys, even though my name is Nathan. It's tax season right now, and I just started learning how to adult. So long story short, I need to make some money right now. So this is gonna seem like a sales pitch, and to be honest, it is kind of, you know. I made this video realizing that I have a whole collection of amazing Diamantino Lemurian Quartz, and I'm hoping that I can sell some in this video, to be perfectly honest. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But everything that I said in this video is exactly 100% my personal experience with it, and I really feel that way about Diamantino Lemurian Quartz. So nothing that I said is made up. But what I wanted to mention is that my personal collection here, I'm gonna post on my Etsy, which is tagged below, and I'm gonna run a discount for just 24 hours for you guys, and only buy the piece. I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm telling you this as your genuine friend. Don't just buy a piece because I'm saying that it's powerful. Only get it if it specifically sings to your soul. You will have a certain feeling that this is my piece, okay? Because you can get these at different stores and from different sellers. Only get one of these if it's really singing to you, because I'm telling you right now, the last thing I want is to let one of these really magical babies from my life go and end up with someone who doesn't really appreciate it. No offense, but I only want you to buy these if it really resonates with you and you know you're gonna love it and treat it with the utmost respect, because these are seriously conscious beings. And to me, there's no crystal that is more special and able to be treasured and worked with. So there you go. That's my little pitch to you guys. It's tagged below. Help me file my taxes. Thanks so much. Payment of taxes, okay. So this being said, I wanna go ahead and mention to you guys a few crystals that really work really well with Diamantino Lemurian Quartz, just to kind of tie this video up. Because the whole message in this video, that was not meant to be the part of the sales pitch, but it's just the truth, okay? Diamantino Lemurian Quartz is the most powerful, smoothest, sexiest crystal energy that you will ever work with. Now, what's the most powerful energy that you can work with? In my opinion, this is absolutely moldavite. Oops, that's my tourmaline. It's moldavite. Moldavite is the tektite of transformation. I'm not even gonna spend much time talking about it with you guys because I've got that playlist tagged below. So that's the most powerful one, and when you pair these two together, you are looking at a ridiculous spiritual just explosion in so many directions of your life and energy that you can't even begin to fathom it. And as you keep shifting into new versions of yourself, it's like that China doll thing, okay? Or not the China dolls, the Russian dolls, where there's one inside of the other and the other and the other. You just keep going closer and closer and closer to the center of your true being and the power that you are. And at the end of it, it is so freaking mind-blowing. But guess what? There is no end. It's always going. It's like, holy shit, man. Crystals are freaking awesome. My vibe right now, just talking about this, is just boom, I can feel it. My energy field is huge and seeping out, and it is crazy. I can't believe that I push crystals away. Some of you guys you might not know what I'm talking about if you're just catching this video, but a lot of my friends know. I was going through some shadow work for a while, and I pushed crystals away, and I was saying a whole bunch of stuff about them, and it's fine. It was part of my journey. I'm grateful for it, but this is definitely part of my life. You know, like, there's some things that just feel so natural and so beautiful and like who you are, and I'm just not interested in listening to other people in my life shut that part of me down and tell me that it's ridiculous, you know? I love crystals. It's as simple as that. I don't care what anybody thinks about it. I really, really love them, and I don't care, you know? It's who I am, and we should all get to be ourselves. Damn. I feel like I've rambled a lot. Sorry, I'm just really popping off. So you know what? There's a lot more crystals that you could pair with Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, but instead of taking more of your time in this video, I'm simply going to tag my crystal review playlist below, which is all my best crystal reviews that I've ever done, so you can learn more about other energies. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name's Nathan. If you like this video, give it a like. Let me know what you think below. I always love talking to you guys. If you have a new crystal to recommend to me that you'd love to see videos about or love to see me tap into, let me know. I do listen to those. It's how I've come into most of these big playlists, okay? So thanks a lot, guys. Much love to you. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah. I'll see you for the next video.